Yeah, yeah, I'm right back at you like I never left, and I'm gonna go this hard to my last breath. It's Lil Kenny Russell, Canoom, Consul Moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in the room. You're now dealing with Canoom. Yeah, yeah, I'm here. And while I'm here, I'm gonna make the information direct and clear because a lot of y'all can't hear. Now, today is my thoughts 26, I believe. I believe it is. Yeah, 26. And same scenario. I'm gonna give my thoughts on another video. This is a fair use act. Um, I believe the video clip is from Dawson Speaks. So if you want to watch it in its entirety, you can go to the gentleman's channel. I'm not familiar with him. Well, this is my first time ever seeing any of his content. So I wasn't familiar with him until I seen this video. And again, none of the stuff that I do is scripted. I look for the videos and I go live and I give my thoughts right there. Um, Nothing unique about it. It's just the way I like to do it. So let's get into the video and I'm gonna give my thoughts on it. And the reason why I'm sharing this is to just show you again this all-seeing, all-knowing, excellent, exemplary type of man up in the sky, dead white man on the cross, named God or Jesus the Christ. He doesn't know all things. And in my opinion, the people of his choice are a little shaky. So it's not only from now, it's just from the inception, from the creation of this stuff. A lot of shady figures and the characters that embodies this whole thing. A lot of the prophets as well, and special people inside of the story. They have shady backgrounds and shady paths. So that's just like to give you a little understanding of why I chose this to respond to today. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. But here's the video.
And you all know me. I'm Dawson, and I won't hold back.
I thank God for the people who do talk about me. I thank God for the people who do scandalize my name, because at the end of the day, that lets me know that I'm doing something that's pleasing to God and they don't like what's taking place. And let me tell you, everybody's not going to celebrate what God is doing in your life. Everybody is not going to appreciate and celebrate you. Even though I started out wrong, I might have had a rough start. Yes, I did some stuff. That does not change who God has called me to be. That does not change my purpose and destiny in life of what God has called for me to be. See, you got to understand, people are going to talk about you regardless. I tell people all the time, just because people look like they got it together, just because people look like they got it all together, if you look closely at them, you'll see some residue. If you look closely, you'll see some residue. They might look like they got it all together. They may look squeaky clean, but baby, if you look a little closer, if you look a little closer, you can tell that they done been through something. How? Because what they've been through, they got a little residue on. You got to learn how to get rid of the residue.
All right, y'all, let's go in. Now, we heard Overseer Ronnie Lee Graham Jr.
That's the video. And that gentleman name is Ronnie Lee Graham Jr. I just found that out this morning. What this Ronnie Lee Graham Jr. character is accused of, and at the point of that video, I didn't look at the date. I should have. He was incarcerated on a couple of charges. He was accused of having sex or touching, whatever, having sexual relationships with underage minors. Okay, that's the accusation and what he was accused of. But to me, outside of that, he doesn't look very masculine. I understand I have braids and things of that nature, and I might not look like a WWF or a boxer or some type of Zulu warrior. But again, nothing about me should strike a person as saying, man, that guy is real feminine. He doesn't carry himself as a man. It's something, funny about it. If I strike you as that, that's your opinion. But this right here is visual to me. This man sitting up talking about, see the residue. Ah, ha, 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 the residue, the residue. See, so my initial thoughts of this is this whole guy is has a shaky, funny background. Now, when he started talking about the gentleman's charges, again, it didn't surprise or shock me. That wasn't nothing that I would have said, oh, that's very far-fetched. I don't think the gentleman would have did anything like that. But this simple little thing brings me to the bigger scope and a bigger picture. And it's people that go on my shorts and they real verbal in the shorts. They want to have disputes and verbal fisticuffs and polemics in my comment section. Okay. I will tell you thank you for watching and might give you a little response or something, but I don't have time to sit there and give you all my time. I have other things to do. I'm constantly studying. I'm constantly doing things in my own personal life. Okay. So this should further let a person know I don't have anything to do with man-made religion, especially not no man-made God. One brother got in my comments and said, hey, repent. I don't know if you believe in Christianity or God, but repent. I wouldn't dare bend my knee to a dead white man on the cross. I wouldn't do it. I don't give a damn who don't like it. Okay. Now, the reason I wanted to bring this video up is this God, this all knowing, all seeing, can stop anything. Because I got shorts called Did You Know God Can't Stop Anything, or He Can't Do Nothing About Stuff? And that's what I'm um, implying on some of the videos. Did you know God can't do all things? I believe that's one of the titles. And people are saying, no, he can. I believe in him, so he can. He cannot. This all-seeing eye, this all-seeing big oversized human that can stop cars from crashing, couldn't stop this man from being into ministry. He's an overseer, a pastor, a musician, and he used that to molest and take advantage of underage people. Okay? Where was God? Why would God sit back like this here and let this man have his way with our children? That makes me have a different question and outlook on this whole God of this book Bible and any other term God that you use. Because when you're talking about God, you're talking about God in his original sense is a man God. God is a man. That's why you always say he, his, and him. See, if a person knew who they were spiritually, you would understand that that God they talking about is just as much as God as you are, if that's how you want to cut it. But see, I don't choose to use the term God. I deal with it on here because the people that I'm talking to still use the term God. And I'm trying to let them understand with spirituality, you're hooked up to something bigger than a God. See, God cannot create the universe, although people wants to believe that this little white man, this dead white man named Jesus the Christ, walked around here washing men's feet, never had no woman, didn't have a need for a woman, didn't have a need for anything, but yet he drunk, he used the bathroom, he drank wine, he ate food. He did all these things that a regular man has needs for, but he never had need for sexual habit. See, so as long as a man or a woman can believe that foolishness, they can continue to propagate and further subjugate themselves to this story and give it to their children. This man ain't the only man that God used with a shaky, funny background. You ever heard of David, the father of Solomon? David raped Bathsheba. See, you might not call it rape, but back then, when a strong man like David, he was a king, and he wanted to have Bathsheba, because the story goes he watched her bathing, and he said, "Wow," he wanted to have sex with her, so he sent for her. He told his people, "Go get me her. I want her. I want to lay with her." That's what the Bible says. They don't ask you no question. If a man say, "I want to lay with her," especially one of his stature and his power, they lay with him. The lady has no regard. She cannot respond no, none of that. Okay. But here's the kicker. She was married to a friend of his named Uriah. So David took her, slept with her, got her pregnant, but Uriah was at war. Okay. So he brought Uriah back in so he could sleep with Bathsheba. So Bathsheba would be under Uriah would be under the impression that he got her pregnant and not David. But Uriah never slept with her. So what he do in return? Put Uriah on the front line of the war and have him murdered. See, now that baby died. So they got pregnant. She got pregnant again by David. Same rapist. She made him her husband now. And they had a special son named Solomon. See, now you might have heard of Solomon, the greatest, wisest king in the world. Never did nothing in his life, but that's his attributes. The greatest, wisest king in the world. See, when you say stuff like that, show me what he did that was great and wise. He was a fool. He had all the power in the world, they said, the Lord bestowed upon him, this God. And he had 700 wives. That was an adulteress, even for that time. And he was a fool. Okay, it was two women said, "Hey, that's my baby, that's my baby." Said, "Give me a knife." He's gonna cut the baby in half, and whatever woman screams the loudest, that's her baby. That's stupid. Okay. And he also raped Bathsheba, the queen of Sheba that came from Ethiopia. Go look at the story. You can look these things up. Solomon was born of rape, and then he raped the queen of Sheba. Simple as that. So this guy doesn't even know how to go and do no background check on the people that he bring and put as the noble men of this Christian religion. He don't even do no background check. Like Saul. Saul was a murderer. Then he became Paul and he wrote 3/4 of your New Testament. So if you don't know all this stuff, you don't understand my stance on this man-made religion. That's my thoughts on the video. A lot of time, God strike me as being a very puzzling type of understanding or human being person, because God is a man, and I know He is. He strikes me as being somebody that's very questionable. Again, that's my thoughts on the video. Little Kenny Russell, Canoe, Consul Moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in the room. You're now dealing with Canoe. This is what I do, and I love to do it. And before I take back what I said, I add some more to it. Like, share, subscribe, and I thank you for watching.